Attention pupils, the subject is glamour, and the introductory lesson is in the basic principles of posture. Now, the first step in the art of being beautiful is to walk properly. Girls, the collegiate slouch is definitely passé. In this post-war world, you've got to look alive. You must know how to sit up and look alluring. Science lab in the curriculum of beauty. Secret aids to enhance that radiant personality. For career girls or social butterflies, it's the deft touch that holds the magic key. Makeup for glamour girls is a fine art. And keeping fit is, of course, all important. It's strictly a matter of form, and a study that calls for rigorous application. It's really quite wonderful what the modern girl will go through for that streamlined glamour.
Previously on the Homefront.
Caroline, tell me, she believes there is another woman.
There is.
There's only one sure way to keep you and my home-wrecking neighbor apart, and that's to stay married to you.
I have the money that these loans give me to send me back to Italy. I give you money, and you give Charlie divorce.
You've always said that was Emma's money.
It's for making Emma happy. Eventually, this will make Emma happy.
I'm going to Reno in Nevada to get a divorce of the sort you Americans call a quickie.
You understand your role in introducing Lemo west of the Mississippi?
With all due respect, sir, I signed on to go barnstorming. As I see it, my part is to play ball as well as I can.
I suppose I should toddle on back to my seat.
I can't let you spend all night in a chair.
Is that an invitation?
Yes.
Good night, Mr. Dolan.
Good night, Angel.
Drive carefully. Not again.
This'll be the last time.
You said that 3 nickels ago.
Hey, that was my nickel.
And these are my ears. Plug that in again, I wreck your other leg.
I thought this was a free country.
Oh, why do men in bars always say that after they've done something stupid? And when are you going to quit feeling sorry for yourself?
Look, I don't feel sorry for myself, but even if I did, I'd have good reason to, because my life is jinxed.
Okay, Slugger. Tell me again the story of the cow and the train tracks. It was a cow, right?
It was a cow, and no, it wasn't a story, it's the truth.
I believe you, Slugger. That mean old cow made the choo-choo stop all of a sudden, and you were thrown out of your upper berth.
Which was nothing compared to the fact my injury's keeping me from making the money I was going to make this winter barnstorming with the Lemo All-Stars. And if I can't make my payments, they're going to repossess my
your car.
I'll tell you something, Miss Weisenheimer.
Oh, bet
Sometimes
you will.
even bartenders need a little sympathy, which tonight seems to be in short supply around here.
As I sit, you're lucky the owner's letting you 10 bar, seeing as how your co-workers do all the work, and you're not the first man on earth who couldn't make his car payments.
Yeah, but I'm the first one I know personally, and that doesn't sound like sympathy to me.
Well, next time, don't buy
Such an expensive car. Pearl Roadhouse, we're closed.
It's Caroline.
Who?
It's me, love. Caroline.
Hi.
I'm glad you're still at work. I was afraid you'd gone home, and I didn't want to call you there for fear my ex-husband might answer the phone.
Ex?
Our divorce is final. I'm a free woman. Don't you want to be the first to congratulate me?
Congratulations.
Thanks ever so. First thing in the morning, I'm leaving Reno, so on Thursday you can congratulate me in person.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to, seeing you.
Me too. Good.
I was wondering if it wasn't too much to ask for a ride from the depot. You still have that big red Chrysler, don't you?
Well, yes and no. I mean to say, yes, I do, and no, it's not too much to ask.
Oh, terrific. It'll be Thursday, 9 o'clock. Oh, or is it 8 o'clock, your time zone?
I'll look it up.
Perhaps we can go for another ride.
Oh, sure, why not?
Perhaps we can pick up where we left off when that mean old cow stopped us right in our tracks and made you fall out of our berth.
No,
I'm not embarrassing you.
Well, of course not.
I didn't think so. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Let me guess, Slugger, your luck is starting to change.
Well, you better believe it.
got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith or pandemonium, liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark,
Jonah in the whale, Noah in the ark.
what did they do just when everything looked so dark? Man, they said you got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between.
I'm a free man. 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 Thank you, God. I am a free man. Gina, amore mio. Miss Sloan. Where's Gina?
Bringing the washing off the line.
I'll go help her. I guess this is a little bit embarrassing.
You would know.
Hi, Gloria. How's Robert taking to college?
Oh, he's enjoying it very much. Voglio?
I looked it up in the library. That's Italian
I
for...
know what it means without knowing what it says. Thank you, Mr. Haley. I only wonder if it's an appropriate sentiment for a married man to express.
Well, I'm divorced. And it's no secret. I'm a happy man.
What's this?
Is the baby asleep yet?
Finally.
I knew he'd have to conk out sooner or later from sheer exhaustion.
Oh, this is so sweet. But could I sit on the couch instead of at the table?
Yeah, whatever you...
You go bring Michael down, and I will see what's on the radio.
Which tie should I wear for our big night on the town, Ginger?
I like the blue one, but any tie would look good on you, Arthur.
Oh, don't you flatter me. I know that as a beauty, I'm not a great star. There are others more handsome by far, but my face, I don't mind it, for I am behind it. It's the people in front get the jar.
Arthur, I didn't know you were a poet.
I'm a poet, and you should know it, because my feet show it. They're Longfellows. Seriously, though, I have to give credit to Mr. Anthony Henderson Ewer for those excellent lines.
Well, I give you credit for having good taste, Arthur.
Well, I don't know about good taste, but I know what I like, and I appreciate a good poem now and again, just like I appreciate a tall glass of Lemo tomato juice when I'm thirsty.
Well, probably because Lemo tomato juice has got good taste, too. Because Lemo tomato juice is made from the freshest tomatoes money can buy.
So it not only tastes good, but it's good for you, too.
Which is why...
Which is why...
Do the tomato jingle!
Lemo tomato juice is all the rave, because it is what we crave.
It tastes so swell, goes down well.
It'll ring your bell.
And it's good for you, too.
Lemo tomato juice is the best, and that's no jest. We're popping our best.
We know you'll think that it's the best drink
To stay in the pink, so always reach for that Lemo. That's the M.O. Don't be a schmo. Be in the know and buy Lemo.
Mother? Ann? Well, kiddo, how about a romantic dinner with Daddy? So, always reach for that limo. That's the M.O. Don't be a schmo. Be in the know and buy limo. What do you think of Daddy singing, huh?
Not good. Not good. Not good.
What's not good?
Lemon tomato juice sales have been slipping ever since Arthur joined the show. No offense, Arthur.
None taken.
Sir, we need new material.
You need a new partner because I fired the one you've got. No, nothing personal, Arthur.
I haven't slept a wink.
Neither have I.
Surely it's not possible that our daughter-in-law broke up the Haley marriage.
Jean? She's such a wallflower.
Some men like that in a woman. Not I, but some men do.
I'm certain it was completely his instigation, just as I'm certain of his motivation.
Money.
We should have seen it coming. Haley boy knows him as our only heir.
The thought of our granddaughter being raised by that Union man.
The thought of his trying to benefit from our son's death. Well, we just can't have it.
Yes, sir, it runs great. The best automobile I've ever owned. A real credit to the American automotive worker. But the thing is, I've had a bit of bad luck, only temporary. A change of plans, actually. Because, for personal reasons, I wasn't able to complete the barnstorming tour with the Lemo All-Stars, my off-season salary is not as substantial as I had expected. But, of course, baseball season starts again next spring, so I was wondering if you could let me put off payments till April. Why not? I'm not asking for special treatment because I'm a professional ball player. I'd expect the same consideration if I were a bartender. Well, next time I'll get my loan from a different bank.
I take it he said no?
What, are you kidding? He said I could keep the car for free. Of course he said no. I have to sell the car.
After you take your turn. I've been walking him since 4:30.
Where's Mama now?
I've been up with him all night. Don't stop or he'll start crying. Lemo
Tomato juice is all the rage. Because it is what we crave. Goes down swell. Bum, bum, bum. Tastes so well. Bum, bum, bum. It'll ring your bell.
And it's good for you, too.
You're being so nice about getting fired.
Because he was right to fire me.
That's not true.
It was a business decision, plain and simple. I'd do the same thing if I were in their position.
It's no fun complaining if you're going to be so reasonable.
Things have a way of working out. Look here, Mr. Mellon says your partner absolutely has to be a Cleveland Indian, and I know every single player on the team, so I'll be your talent scout.
That's very big of you, Arthur.
You're looking mighty fine tonight in that bright red dress. Why, it reminds me of the color of a fresh tomato right off the vine, the kind they use in Lemo tomato juice.
Very good. Very good, very good. Now, say that line again as though you love that juice above all things, as if it's the very elixir of life.
Okay, I understand. You're looking mighty fine tonight in that bright red dress. Why, it reminds me of the color of a fresh tomato right off the vine, the kind
they use in Lemo tomato juice.
You mean the kind of tomato that gives Lemo tomato juice its great taste?
That's the ticket. And I can tell you, speaking as a professional baseball player, I can honestly say
that Lemo tomato juice is good any time of day. Whether it's an energy boost before a game, a pick-me-up between innings, or a refreshing drink back in the locker room.
Well, that was very...
Where do I put this when it's full?
What about that fellow we threw off the barnstorming team because of his various indiscretions?
Jeff Metcalf?
Yeah, sales went way up after he was on the show.
No.
Yes, they did.
You're right, they did.
Well, why did you say they didn't?
I meant no, I won't work with him.
Why not?
Personal reasons.
Mr. Mellon, Ginger and Mr. Metcalf recently broke off their engagement.
Well, nobody's asking you to like the fella. You can hate him all you want for all I care. Just work with him.
No, absolutely not. No.
For sale, 46 Chrysler Town and Country like new. Red with wood-paneled sides, has radio heater, fluid drive, rides like new. How does that sound?
We left out the most crucial information. Price.
Well, I can't decide. The list price is $27.43.
$27.43.
Pick your jaw up off the floor like you always tell other people.
You must be into the bank for $2,300.
More like 27.
Again.
What?
Well, options like the heater and the white walls run extra, and the bank figured anybody in the Indian starting lineup was good credit risk, so I didn't have to put as much down. Well, never mind that. I sell it for $3,000. I break even.
3,000?
Well, I paid a
premium.
For your information, there was a waiting list for this car.
Slugger, has anybody ever told you the price of a car goes down once you drive it off the dealer's lot?
This is a very desirable car, as any man can tell you. And I only wish somebody had told me a long time ago, if you get a steady paycheck, you shouldn't spend it like it's gonna last forever, because you never know when it's gonna quit coming in.
Well, things will look brighter next spring.
I won't make the same mistake twice.
If I've told Jeff once, I've told him 1,000 times. When he gets his paycheck, don't presume it's going to last forever. Because you never know when, for whatever reason, that paycheck might disappear. Should have saved my breath.
Baby's asleep.
Suppose it's too much to hope he won't make the same mistake twice.
Asleep.
So?
Asleep. So, it's the first time he's been asleep at the right time.
Oh.
That kid has got a sixth sense.
Lemon tomato juice is all the rave, because it is what we crave. Tastes so swell, goes down well.
It'll ring your bell, and it's good for you too. Lemo tomato juice is the best, and that's no jest. We're popping our vest. We know you'll think that it's the best drink to stay in the pink. So always reach for that lemo. That's the M.O. Don't be a schmo. Be in the know and buy lemo.
The Lemo Tomato Juice Hour thanks you for listening, and remember, drink Lemo.
He wasn't supposed to. You weren't supposed to sing along.
I wasn't really singing.
You weren't supposed to flap your lips at all.
You told me I couldn't do too much during the jingle.
I said you couldn't do too much, and I meant just stand there and smile. Did Mr. Mellon sing?
No,
Good,
he,
good.
Left a good while ago.
Good what? Where'd he go?
He didn't say where. He did say he was going to try to save the show.
Mr. Metcalf, good to see you again.
I wish I could say the same about the man who threw me off the Lemo All-Stars. What's your poison, Mr. Mellon?
Bourbon with bourbon. I most emphatically did not throw you off. As a matter of fact, at the very moment of your unfortunate accident, there are witnesses to the fact that I was offering you a higher salary. How is that leg?
I'm still sore.
Oh, pains me to hear that. But you don't need that leg on the radio, son.
I don't what?
I didn't put that well. What I intended to say was what we want you for doesn't have anything to do with your leg. We still want you to star in the Lemo Tomato Juice Hour.
I've already said no.
But the audience just loves it when you and our little tomato get together.
You're barking up the wrong tree, Mr. Mellon. I'd never work with your little tomato.
Why not?
She's rotten.
A rotten tomato? That's very good. Maybe you could use that line on the air.
You use it. I can't stomach tomatoes.
I know you don't like her, but is that any reason not to do business with somebody? I mean, our whole economy would collapse or turn to communism if we were required to like the people we do business with.
I'm no actor. I'm a ball player.
We don't care. The airwaves are full of actors who can't act.
No, Mr. Mellon. No, no, no.
Well, give me a call if you change your mind.
I won't.
That's the all. take the job. You keep the Chrysler and have money to burn.
I'm a ball player.
Who can't make his car payments?
A mere technicality, Miss Owen. I still have my pride.
You could stand to swallow a little of it.
Did I ask you your opinion?
Many times.
Well, I withdraw my request now and forever.
Two dozen pancakes warming up in the oven. Compliments of yours truly. The syrup and jam on the table, which is already set for breakfast.
Where'd you get all your energy? Didn't the baby keep you awake?
I love babies. I love baby noises. It's music to my ear. What I can't stand is that tomato juice song. Any takers for your car?
Not yet.
I've been trying to figure out a nice way to say this, and if I keep beating around the bush, I'll just keep beating around the bush, so I might as well just say it. Right out. I heard you and Caroline were cutting the rug at the roadhouse a while back.
Oh, you did?
Of course, none of my beeswax what Caroline does.
That's true.
Now, don't go getting your dander up. I'm not trying to poke my nose into your business. I'm just trying to give you friendly advice is all. Being that your older brother's away, and you're one of the most eligible bachelors in town.
Eligible bachelor since when?
Oh, come on, Mutt. What any man wouldn't give to be a Cleveland Indian for a day, just to impress the ladies.
Well, I'm not an Indian right now, am I? I'm a bartender.
Off-season bartender. But you're the BMOC around here, and the only reason I bring it up is because me and Caroline just got our walking papers.
I heard. Mom said she lit a candle for you after Mass.
Yeah, I know. Marriage is supposed to be till death do us part. And I considered strangling Caroline, but I figured I'd rather have your mother and Father Drea mad at me than end up in the slammer. But I look at it this way. If the Pope knew Caroline personally, he'd have granted me a divorce in a second.
You want to keep this up about Caroline? Maybe we should step outside.
Hey, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't risk taking it on the chin. But I know Caroline a lot better than you do. And all I'm saying is she's a pure dig gold digger, plain and simple.
You want to step outside?
That's where I'm going. I gotta get to work. You stay inside, son.
My advice comes from my experience, which exceeds yours only because of the difference in our ages. A trusting person like you, Gina, can be taken advantage of. Were that to happen, I would feel I'd been remiss in my responsibility as a mother-in-law and as your friend, which I hope I may presume to call myself.
Sugar?
No, thank you. Gina?
No, thank you.
I think we're just fine here now, Gloria.
Does anybody else have anything to say?
No, I think we've covered everything from our side.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
We're not used to having the privilege of your company at our grievance hearings.
Oh, I like to keep my hand in.
Keep an eye on us?
No, keep my hand in. I never want to get too distant from problems in production.
Speaking of problems, the disc grinders need some sort of shield to...
Deflect the sparks, yes. I'm having some manufactured even as we speak. Based on a model I made in my workshop at home. If that surprises you, because you may not realize, I can operate a drill press or a lathe as well as any man on the floor, including yourself.
I wouldn't bet against you.
I don't know why you and I seem always to be approaching one another from opposite points of view.
Probably because we do have opposite points of view.
As advocates, yes, but as citizens, I dare say we have more in common than not.
You both want the Indians to win the pennant next year?
You see?
You know that Michael and I have only your best interests at heart. Yours and Emma's. Now, you may be a very free-thinking woman.
Free-thinking?
Modern, unconcerned with convention.
What is convention?
Tradition. Propriety.
Oh, you don't think it is propriety to date one divorced man?
As I said, I can only draw on more life experience than you have, and my experience tells me in no uncertain terms that there is a reason this man is divorced.
He left Caroline because he's not wanting to be married to her anymore.
Whether he left her or she left him is immaterial, because either way, it doesn't reflect well on him. Either he's hard to live with or he's fickle, and neither sort makes a good husband.
What means fickle?
Gloria, would you bring the sherry?
Take, for example, the question of inherited wealth. It only serves to put money in the hands of people who never earned it. The system ought to be abolished.
Do you talk like this in front of your country club friends?
You'd be surprised at some of the forward-thinking people at what you call my set. But tell me if you don't agree. Unearned money kills incentive.
I wouldn't know. I never had any moolah I didn't earn.
Well, I can tell you from experience. I've seen it time and time again. When a person inherits money rather than earns it, he loses all drive, all incentive.
If memory serves, Mr. Haley left one woman standing at the altar, and now he's walked out on another. That should tell you something.
It tells me that he's not happy to marry these women.
It might also suggest to a less trusting person that he has an ulterior motive.
What is ulterior?
Hidden. I wouldn't want to suggest that Mr. Haley is a fortune hunter because I have no hard and fast proof that he is. However, the possibility cannot help but occur to an objective observer.
For that reason, we're not leaving Gina or Emma a thing. Not a penny.
It was very kind of you to fetch me at the depot.
The pleasure was all mine.
Not all yours. What did the doctor say about your leg injury?
He said I shouldn't strain the muscles, said I should start slowly. Get back into shape little by little.
You seem in fine shape to me, but then I'm not a doctor, so we'll be very, very careful.
Don't do it, Mutt.
What?
I didn't say anything.
She's only after your money. She'll take advantage of you. Mark my words, she'll take advantage of you.
Suppose I want to be taken advantage of.
That's a funny way to put it, but maybe I can oblige.
Would you risk eternal damnation for momentary pleasure?
Oh, I'll go to confession on Saturday.
That's your decision, love.
You're not taking this seriously. He takes it too seriously.
That's not possible.
With him it is, and he does. I know.
Take me seriously. I was married to the woman, and Caroline is a liar and a thief.
That's not very gentlemanly, Charlie.
Neither am I.
Jeff was raised a gentleman.
What about what Ginger did?
I'll help you forget about what Ginger did.
Ginger's not the issue here. Is this the way you were raised?
Anne, I don't think you should pursue this argument in light of what you and I did.
Well, one mistake doesn't mean a person should stop speaking out against what one knows is wrong. Jeff, what if, God forbid, you got hit by a car on the way home before you had a chance to go to confession?
Did you think of that before you and I started to,
I told you that's not the issue. Jeff knows that was not the way he was raised. Do as I say, not as I do. Oh, thank you, young lady.
Anne, I think it's fair to suggest that perhaps this situation is not that cut and dried.
It most certainly is. Fornication is wrong.
Ah, wrong meaning imprudent or wrong meaning evil?
Wrong meaning immoral.
Oh, immoral meaning hateful, selfish, irresponsible?
Meaning as in
sinful.
sinful.
Oh, sinful meaning...
Al?
One thing is cut and dry is that she's after his money, and he'll find out soon enough.
Now, everybody, listen to me. Jeff, that means you too.
What's the matter?
I'm having a little trouble concentrating.
Well, let me see if there's something I can do about that.
Jeff, go right ahead with what you were doing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
After we see a show of hands, those of you who, whether you're believers or not, think my son should commit this sin, if there's even the slightest possibility of him spending all of eternity in hell as a result of his actions, raise your hands.
Very well put.
That's a load.
You can unhand Jeff. Jeff, honey, wake up. Jeff. You were having a nightmare, honey. You woke the baby.
It's the best drink. To stay in the pain. I'm sorry.
Do you need anything?
I need to sell that car.
So, always reach for the limo. That's the MO. Don't be a schmo.
2,600. That car isn't 4 months old. It's got less than 3,000 miles on it.
2,600.
It's got a heater and a radio. 2,800.
2,625.
Do you know how scarce that model is? I had to get on a waiting list. 2,750.
Look, you wouldn't be selling it unless you had to. And I'm not going to buy it unless I get a good price on it. 2,650 tops.
2,650.
Sold. I'll have a certified check for you in the morning. Take good care of my car, Teller.
It's not your car yet.
Cheer up, Slugger. It's just a car.
No, it's not just a car. It's my car. It was my car, which I paid a premium for, which I paid 10% down on, which I made monthly payments on, for which I am now taking a bath.
At least you won't have to make any more monthly payments.
Yeah, good thing, too, because with what I make in this joint, I couldn't make payments on a pair of roller skates.
You'll be in Clover come next season. Let me buy you a beer.
I'll take the price of the beer so I don't run out of gas on the way to the doctor's.
I forgot it's your last checkup tomorrow. That's good news.
Just in time, too, because now I'll be riding Shank's mare to work.
Do you remember the eggs?
Yes, ma'am. Eggs, cheese, apples, bread. The manager made me buy the loaves I opened.
Did you find Jeff's baseball card?
No luck there. But, ta-da, a case of limo tomato juice.
Have you lost your mind?
You will thank me because as a special promotion, buyers of cartons, and cartons only, receive a free coupon for the record of the limo tomato juice song.
You have lost your mind.
Lack of sleep has clouded your brain. What makes little Michael go bye-bye?
Limo tomato juice song.
And what can Mommy and Daddy do when little Michael has gone to sleep?
Don't
be a
schmo. Be in the know.
And
I
limo.
L-E-M-O, Lambo.
Yeah, well, if they freeze the juice, why add water later? Why not just let it thaw out and drink it? Oh. But how do they keep it frozen on the way to the stores? You don't say. What kind of mileage do they get with those? Yes, but the typical freezer unit only has room enough for ice cubes and ice cream. Unless they ration sugar again, Americans aren't going to give up their ice cream.
Sir,
Pardon me a moment, Mr. Lemo. Yes?
they dropped my skit from the show.
It's not your skit. It's the Lemo Tomato Juice Girls skit, and yes, it's been dropped.
Why?
Because Mr. Lemo wants to start to sell orange juice. You can keep singing the tomato juice jingle until he retires the symbol.
Retires the... Well, why can't I be the limo orange juice girl?
No, you're too identifiable.
I can change my tomatoes to...
What kind of advertising did you have in mind if you start this new line of orange juice? Oh, yes, I agree, absolutely. It should be something distinctive. The Lemo orange juice girl holding a bowl of oranges. Of course, what else would she hold? Oh, yeah, that's very funny, Mr. Lemo.
How's it feel?
Strange.
Have you tried to bend it?
Not yet.
Well, let's try. This might be a bit uncomfortable at first.
Uncomfortable must be the medical term for painful.
With regular exercise, you'll be walking normally in a week or two. Yeah. Have you got a job for the off-season, Jeff?
I'm a bartender, but with what I earn, I wouldn't necessarily call that a job.
I ask the question seriously, Jeff, because your cartilage is torn very seriously. We did everything we could do, but we didn't get the outcome we'd hoped for. I hate to have to tell you this, but you're going to need that job for the baseball season as well. Your baseball playing days are over.
Dewey!
Sorry.
Did I wake you?
No, would you close the window, please?
Oh, of course.
I completely lost track of time.
Good thing I recognized your beautiful car.
Tell her. Tell her it doesn't belong to you anymore.
How was Reno?
Boring, because you weren't there to keep me company.
Oh, she means because there wasn't a rich husband there to keep her company. Tell her you're not rich anymore.
Jeff? Why do you keep looking back there?
Well,
Oh, you devil, you. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, in my day and age, women were never so forward.
You never told me how Gina reacted to what you had to say.
Heaven knows her English is so atrocious, I can never really be certain she understands me. Where is this vaunted Jewish brain power? If they're all so smart, where did she come from?
Don't forget, she's also Italian.
Ah.
I spoke very frankly to the Haley boy.
Well, how did he react?
I can't say I know. But at least there's been no talk of an engagement, so maybe we scared him off.
Well, he has no incentive now.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Sloan.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Where's the baby?
She's with Mrs. Davis.
Come in.
No, sir, we can't stay. We just have an announcement.
We have think about it, and we have decided what you have said is good.
Well, that's relief. And a credit to you both.
You'll be glad in the long run.
Maybe so, maybe no. But either way, it's a good idea. You decided to give your money away to charities and such.
A very good idea, only in America.
So, Gina, you tell him.
We are engaging.
We're engaged.
But we keep it a secret for property.
For propriety.
So it's a secret for 3 months.
And we get married in April.
Well, this is,
A surprise.
I haven't been here in a good while.
I haven't been here ever with a woman I admire as much as I admire you.
Stop it. You're just trying to cheer me up.
What an awful thing for me to try to do. No malarkey, Ginger. You're not like any woman I've ever met.
Is that a good thing?
You see, I can't think of another woman I know who'd have said that. I don't want you to think that I'm pressuring you in any way. No pressure at all. Not for me. Not a bit of pressure.
I thought we were going somewhere secluded.
This is all the seclusion we need.
There are so many other automobiles out there.
All here to do the same thing we are. Everybody leaves everybody else alone.
What a wonderful American custom. There's more room in the back seat. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
No, there's not.
I wash my hands of this.
Good luck, sucker.
I'll pray for you, son.
What is it, love?
I'm just a little distracted is all.
Well, it's perfectly...
Understandable you'd be distracted. What with them canceling your skit and you hearing about this frozen orange juice business. But I brought you up here to try to cheer you up. So... let me...
Try again.
Caroline, there's something
on my mind.
Which is?
It's not something a fella finds easy to say.
Well, now you've got me wondering.
Okay. Just this afternoon.
The doctor told me that I can't play professional baseball anymore.
Oh, no.
This is the last night I'll have this car because I had to sell it because I can't afford it.
No wonder your mind's been wandering. You've had this string of rotten...
Luck. Getting fired like that. But as far as I'm concerned, Ginger, that doesn't make one bit
of difference to you.
Not one bit.
Thank you for saying that.
But you don't need a career, Ginger, because you can have me. I mean to say, I'll look after you, take care of you, give you a good life.
What's wrong? Oh, Jeff! Stop the car!
Oh, Lord! Ginger, will you?
What's that?
It's an engagement. Oh. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Well, I might have known.
What are you doing here?
No need to ask you that question.
Jeff! Is everybody okay?
Well, everybody's Jim Dandy, Arthur. Except now I've got a car that nobody's gonna buy.
Oh, you could have killed somebody. You're worried about a car. How are we going to get home? Why don't you hitchhike, honey?
I'll give you both a ride, but first, please help me find this ring I just lost. It's gotta be here somewhere.
I'll give you another 50 off.
Look, the fender needs replacing, the tail light's gone, the trunk looks like an accordion.
A little body work and it'll be good as new.
It'll never be as good as new.
Well, almost new. After a paint job, you won't know this ever happened.
All right, after you have it fixed, call me. I'll be the judge of that.
I don't have the money to get it fixed right now. Let's say I take another 100 off.
Look, I feel sorry for you, what with your bum leg and all. I can take it off your hands for $2,000.
2,000. I can't sell this car for 2,000. I'd still owe the bank $800.
You should have thought of that before you took it on your joyride.
Let's get one thing straight right here. Now I am doing this for the money. This is strictly a professional relationship and nothing more.
Do you think you were telling me something I don't know? This is only a marriage of convenience.
So to speak,
Because
yeah.
the audience out there, for some unknown reason, wants us together. Now, let me tell you something, Buster. You don't have to worry about me because I am a professional, and I've worked with even worse performers than you.
Yeah, well, I didn't say I was worried. I just want to clear the air because you can bet your bottom dollar that I wouldn't be here if it weren't for an unfortunate turn of events.
Well, I guess great big words are gosh darn difficult for ball players to say. Don't you worry. I'll tell the writers to write teeny tiny little itty bitty words for you.
Unfortunate
Unfortunate that you were thrown off the barnstorming team, or unfortunate that Mrs. Caroline Haley wanted to take a ride in your big Chrysler so she could get her hands on your big wallet.
Unfortunate that I didn't know a long time ago that you were the type to fall for a line from a jerk like Artie Schill. Maybe it was a champagne he bought you on the train.
Maybe it was. You never bought me champagne.
Then I never will buy.
Limo tomato juice is all the rave because it is what we crave. Tastes so swell, goes down well. It'll ring your bell, and it's good for you too. Limo tomato juice is the best. It's 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 the best.
70,000 Ismaili Muslims have the scales all set at Dar es Salaam, East Africa, for one of the world's most unique ceremonies. They're ready to match the weight of their famous leader, the fabulous Aga Khan, in diamonds. It's the Muslim way of celebrating the diamond jubilee of the Aga Khan's rule. A tithe collected for maintenance of Ismaili schools, hospitals, and charities. Now comes the payoff, and they don't say it with flowers. Plastic boxes jammed full of diamonds. $1,400,000 worth. As far as Ismaili Muslims are concerned, the Aga Khan is worth his weight in diamonds.